Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Laraakinyemiy. So I'm still on the process of giving birth in Canada as a non-resident. I have a previous video where I shared the traveling process and getting a hospital and everything. I'll put the link somewhere here for you guys to see. Alright, so today I'm going to be telling you guys about the process of getting the passport for the baby. Everyone that is born in Canada, on the way to Canada, born on the soil of Canada, you automatically become Canadian citizen. All right, so that's actually the main reason why we traveled to Canada in the first place. Yeah, to get the blue passport. The process of getting the passport is quite straightforward. When the baby is born, the hospital prepares birth registration papers for you, so the documents are available as soon as you give birth to the baby. The nurse hands all these documents over to you during the discharge, and so it's quite straightforward and easy. Then you have to go online to get the birth certificate. You can't get the passport without applying for the birth certificate for the baby. So the address that you put on birth certificate is the one that you're living in, not the hospital. So if you're staying in an Airbnb or a hotel, or you're living with family or friends, that's the address you need to put on that birth certificate application. I will put the link of the application in the description box. I think it was about £25, and it got to my Airbnb 5 days after. So it was quite a fast process. It's something that doesn't take time. So within 5 days you get the birth certificate. So after you've gotten the birth certificate, then you now need to apply for the passport. The application is online also, although you have to go physically to the passport office for the baby's biometrics. But there's the expedited urgent passport application and the standard one. I think the urgent one is slightly more expensive than the standard. I'll do another video of standard prices of all of this documentation, and even to like hospital bills and everything I paid. I will make another video to break it down step by step for you guys. So the passport, you apply online. I'll put the links. If you go online, you'll be able to apply for all of these things. So if you just go online and say passport application Canada, everything will come out for you. You need a guarantor. Only Canadian citizens are eligible to sign the guarantor form for you. So even your friends that are PR, that are like permanent residents, cannot stand in as guarantors. But if you don't have anyone in Canada, there's nothing to worry about. You can actually get a form from the passport office and then get signature from, I think there are like three options of notary public, justice of the peace, or commissioner of oaths or something. You don't need to know the person. I think there's a small amount to pay for that, but it's not a big deal if you don't have a guarantor. Another thing is you need to get baby's pictures. So baby has to take their passport photograph to the passport office. That one was a tricky one because baby had to stand like this, and a baby that was just born. My baby was less than 14 days when we needed to take that picture. So we went to Walmart, because most people go to, I think Walmart was like the cheapest. There's passport picture studio there. So went to Walmart. I think the person's already used to taking the pictures that are suitable for passport application in Canada, because it has to be somebody that knows how to take the pictures, because sometimes they'll reject the picture. A really tricky picture that we took, and I had to, I think, wear the white thing, and then baby had to be held from. It was just a funny experience. At some point baby was sleeping and there was no way we could snap the picture, so we had to wait for baby to come back and wake a little. It doesn't have to be like a perfect picture, like, obviously not, but something usable. And then why I liked Walmart was they said even if they even reject the picture, they would snap another one for free for us. I will try to remember the price and then put it in the next video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. You just need the documentations, the guarantor's signature, and pictures, and then you go to the office, to the passport office. I think it's Service Canada, or is it Service Ontario? I can't remember one of them. I think because we went to the wrong one. Okay, so we went to Service Ontario and it was the wrong office, so we had to go to Service Canada, something of such. So that was where we eventually applied for the passport. So on the day we went for the biometrics, it was straightforward, not too stressful, but there was a queue, obviously, because there were a lot of other people trying to apply for their passport. It wasn't a very long wait because we had an appointment. Another problem that people encounter at this stage is when you apply for the passport, dad has to be available, and most times, sometimes dad can't be there. My husband was there, so it wasn't a problem. But if the dad is not there, that becomes a big deal. I have a friend that did not have a partner there at the time. So she tried to apply for the passport, but they needed dad to be present, which was impossible because he was in Nigeria. So there was no way that he could be present for the application of the passport. So the information was to go to a notary public in Nigeria, all right, and then just get the documentation signed and send it back to and fax it to Canada. Fax. Who faxes nowadays? Canada does. All right, so which was done. But when she got to the passport office again, they gave another information and said no, it was supposed to go to the Canada High Commission. So many conflicting information. It was just a very weird process. Like, how can he just appear in the High Commission just like that without an appointment? But eventually it was done. So what you just need to do, if you dad is not available, is to get a notarized public in your country to sign the form and then to send it to Canada. It was successful and she could apply for the passport after she got the notarized public to sign it in Nigeria. So basically what they want is the father's consent, and they just didn't want a straightforward letter to say I am the daddy of something something. No, they just wanted something more formal. So that's why they were asking for all of this information. So if you want an expedited passport or urgent service for the passport, you also need to show your return ticket, your return flight ticket back to your country. It's really important to have that. So if you're able to get your return ticket back to your country and show it to them that I need to go back at so date, so I need it to be fast tracked, then they would fast track it. So you actually need that ticket. If you don't have a ticket, I don't think you can get an expedited service for the passport application. So after the process of the baby's biometrics, they give you an appointment again to come back to get the passport. So if it's expedited, obviously you get it really fast. I think in my case, I got the passport in 14 days, if I'm not wrong, because there was like a bank holiday. I know they don't call it bank holiday in Canada, but there was like a holiday in between. That's why it was that long. We got the passport after, and then we came back to the UK, getting the return flight back. Remember that when you came to Canada, you were just pregnant. So it was just you and your pregnancy. You did not book a ticket for the baby. So now you need to book the ticket for the baby. So what happens is you just need to call the airline that you're flying back with and tell them that I've got a baby now and I need a ticket for the baby. In my case, I think we just paid very small amount of money. I got a bassinet because the baby was still like less than 30 days old. So you can travel with your baby. There is no cutoff of when a baby can travel, but my baby was like slightly over 3 weeks when I traveled, and baby was fine. So another important thing to consider is your car seat. So when you give birth in Canada, obviously you need to have a car seat before you're discharged home in a car or a taxi, because the baby has to be safe. So I bought a car seat in Canada. I bought the whole travel system, baby travel system in Canada, and transporting it to the UK wasn't a problem. So when you're traveling with a baby, most of the things that you need for the baby are are carried for free by the airline. So the car seats, that's quite a big luggage. So the car seats, the travel system, and everything were carried by the airline for free. Don't worry about your car seat. If you bought a car seat from Canada, the airline will transport it to your country for free. So my stroller was taken from me at the plane door and stored away. If your husband is not traveling with you, or your partner, the baby's daddy is not traveling with you, it'd be nice, it'll be a good idea to have like a letter from him to show that he's the father of the child. All right, so for me, I have my own surname while my babies have their daddy's surname, so that's quite a different thing. So most times for security purposes at the airport, I think I was asked, yes I was, they'll ask you at the airport, like, does the father know you're taking the baby out of the country? Because there's been instances where mom will kidnap the child, or mom will kidnap the baby and then take it to another country. So they'll ask you for evidence of father's consent of moving baby from one country to the other, just to be safe, because you don't want them wasting your time at the airport where they're not letting you go with your own baby. All right, so it's something to remember. It was a smooth sailing traveling from Canada to the UK. I don't think there should even be a problem traveling from to your home country after you've had the baby. The most important thing is the passport. I've said that thing like 100 times now. After you get the blue passport, we move. We move. Yeah, I'm sure there's a question in your mind now. How much is it to give birth in Canada? How much did I spend to give birth in Canada? And how much is it to give birth at this time of making this video? This is 2022. If you want to know the budget for giving birth in Canada, how much I spent and how much it will cost you as of today, I'll be breaking it down in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. All right, if you have more questions for me, you can DM me on Instagram, Laraakinyemiy1, or you can send an email to me. All right, thank you so much, guys. Bye. Love you.